Welcome. Welcome once again to my channel, Winning in Life Empowerment Academy. My name is Abimbola Adetola Komolafe. I'm a physician, and I thank you for taking time to listen to me on my channel. On my channel, my purpose or my intentions continues to be helping people live more consciously, helping them to live a self-aware life, and also helping them to start taking steps to living the lives of their dreams. I'm sure you guys have heard it. Every time you open your phone or the social media, is always somebody making millions and this and that, which is okay. But I believe that the fundamental for us to live the life of our dreams continues and remains the way we think. In my previous videos, we've talked about what are thoughts, where do they come from, and how can we live a life of our dreams, helping ourselves by thinking the right thoughts. So in this clip, we're going to be looking at habitual thoughts, because I said our habitual thoughts determines the way we think and the way we respond. So our habitual thoughts and the way we imagery, they determine our destiny. Proverbs 23:7 says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." So our conscious mind, whatever we're thinking about, it gets grooved. It makes deep grooves in our subconscious mind. And like I said, our thoughts, they're stubborn and they're self-validating, and they do not want to be tampered with. So we have to take definite actions to inject right or positive thoughts in our thoughts. So depending on your habitual thoughts, you're either going to be happy or sad, or live a peaceful or life of anxiety. So I want you to remember, from infancy, we have been inundated with so many negative thoughts. We have been told a lot of negative statements, and this has gone in our minds. But as young infants, you're unable, even as some adults, they're unable to just thought this thought, okay? Not allowing this thought to take root in their subconscious mind. So once it takes root, and you yourself start saying it or start thinking it, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So it's very important for us to remember that we are the only ones that can change our lives, and we have to take time, okay, to sit down and ask ourselves questions and to be able to make sure that we are living the life of our dreams. Okay, so what are some of those negative statements? And I'm sure majority of you have had several of these things. You are not brilliant enough. You're not pretty enough. You can't do it. You will fail. You've not got what it takes. It's no use. It's not what you know, but who you know. Nobody cares. It's no use trying or working hard. Because working hard, we talk about working smart, but they just tell you that it's no use. Nobody cares. You can't win. You will fail. And all these statements go on and on and on in every sector, in your homes, every evening when you come home, on the TV. All these negative thoughts or statements go on, like I said, in our homes, in everywhere you turn around, you hear it. Anywhere you go around, you always hear these negative thoughts, but you can help yourself. So we will continue by saying there are two ways that I know and I believe that we can help ourselves by changing these negative thoughts. The first one is called reprogramming or reconditioning, and the second one is called autosuggestion. I'll explain. In my last video, we were talking about the fact that our thoughts, they're stubborn and they're self-validating. Somebody sent me an email or a message and said, "Doc, you're always talking about, this, thoughts and this. How can I help myself to change all these negative thoughts? Because you said there's negative thoughts and they're stubborn." So therefore, the first way, like I said, is reprogramming. Always remember, our programming, like we said, it's the things that we heard, modeled, and they've made deep groove in our brains, in our subconscious mind. So it's going to take us injecting positive thoughts into our brain to help us, they cannot erase it, but they can replace it. So it has to be a harmonious thoughts with emotions repeatedly will help us take care of some of these negative thoughts. Okay, the other one is autosuggestion. Autosuggestion or self-suggestion. They're definite and specific thoughts or things that we say to ourselves. Suggestion simply means a thought or an idea that can influence us mentally. Okay, so when we say auto-suggestion, there are these specific things that we say to ourselves. For example, in my last, when we were talking about things like negative statements like, you can't do it, you're too old, you will fail and all that. So once those thoughts come up, you immediately impress a harmonious, constructive thought. You do not let a negative thought sit down and you start dwelling on it. You immediately ingest constructive, harmonious thoughts or suggesting to yourself. And for example, you can tell yourself, I am good enough, I'm well able, greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You have to make a consistent, persistent effort to make these changes, because like any skill, it takes time, it takes patience, it takes consistency and persistence. And I know you can do it because you have the ability in you to do whatever you choose to do. So I leave you with a quote by Albert Einstein, and this quote says, the world we have created is a product of our thinking. It cannot be changed without us changing our thinking. Again, the world we have created is a product of our thinking, and it cannot be changed without us changing our thinking. So thank you once again for taking time to listen to me on my channel, and do have a winning day. Thank you.